You've walked through a journey of awakening, reconnecting, and transforming, peeling back the layers of who you thought you had to be, meeting your heart in its raw honesty, and learning to live with more love, courage, and truth. And now, as you stand here, something feels different. You've shifted. You can feel it in the way you breathe, the way you pause before reacting, the way you see beauty where once there was noise. But now comes one of the most sacred parts of the path: integration. It's the art of weaving everything you've learned into the fabric of your daily life. Because transformation doesn't end with a revelation, it begins with one. And then, day by day, you learn to live as the person you've become. Integration isn't dramatic, it's often quiet. It's the choice to live in alignment even when the world tries to pull you back into old stories. It's remembering who you are in moments of stress, in moments of joy, in the middle of the ordinary. Because real transformation doesn't just show up on mountaintops, it shows up in the kitchens, in conversations, in the way you show up for yourself when no one is watching. There might be a part of you wondering, what if I slip back into my old patterns? And that's okay. It's part of the process. Integration isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. When you notice you've returned to an old way of thinking or reacting, that awareness itself is the practice. You don't need to fix it. You simply breathe, return to your heart, and choose again. You're not starting over, you're remembering. You've spent time uncovering your heart, releasing what no longer serves, and awakening to your truth. Now, you're being invited to embody that truth, not just in special moments, but in every moment. To let love be your default, not your exception. Think of a tree. It doesn't grow overnight. It grows by returning to the sun, by reaching for the light again and again, even after storms. If you've ever practiced meditation, you've probably heard of this that every meditation instructor would tell you. If your thoughts wander away, simply gently pull it back. And it's the same for integration, returning, choosing again, every day. You might notice moments when old wounds resurface. Maybe you feel triggered by a familiar voice, or you catch yourself doubting your worth again. These aren't signs you've failed. They're opportunities, invitations to practice living your truth in real time. This is where your growth becomes real, not in avoiding discomfort, but in meeting it with compassion and presence. Integration is remembering that the person you've become is not fragile. You don't need to protect this new version of yourself. You need to live as them. You are not a seed anymore. You've sprouted. You're standing taller, rooted deeper, and every choice you make is nourishment for your becoming. So, how do you live your transformation daily? You begin by slowing down, by listening, by noticing what feels aligned and what doesn't. You start paying attention to the energy behind your choices. Are you acting from fear or from love? Are you reacting to please or responding from truth? Some days it might look like pausing before you say yes to something that doesn't feel right. Other days it might mean letting yourself receive love without apologizing. It might mean setting a boundary or letting go of control. Integration is not about adding more, it's about aligning with what's real. And it often happens in the smallest moments: in the breath you take before replying to a text, in the compassion you offer yourself when you make a mistake, in the gratitude you whisper before falling asleep. Every time you choose presence, you strengthen your connection to your heart. Every time you choose love over fear, you anchor your transformation into the world. You might find it helpful to create small rituals that remind you of who you are now. Maybe lighting a candle each morning as you set your intention for the day. Maybe journaling before bed about how you honored your truth. Maybe taking a quiet walk to reconnect when you feel scattered. These moments become anchors, gentle reminders that you're living differently now, that your life is no longer built on survival, but on love. There's a beauty in realizing that integration is not about striving. It's about allowing your growth to be embodied, allowing your heart to lead, allowing your spirit to guide you back again and again. Think of how far you've come. You've walked through fear, self doubt, grief, uncertainty, and yet here you are, more open, more grounded, more you. That's not a small thing. You've reclaimed your voice, softened into love, learned to hold space for your humanity, and now it's time to live that truth with grace and consistency. You no longer need to chase transformation. You are living it. When you start to live as your transformed self, you might notice that the world responds differently. People might feel you're calm. Opportunities may flow more naturally. You might attract relationships and experiences that reflect your new energy because life mirrors what you embody. But don't mistake ease for complacency. Integration is an ongoing dance. There will still be moments that challenge you, moments that ask, are you who you say you are? And those are gifts too. They're invitations to deepen your embodiment, to practice what you've learned, not just when it's easy, but when it matters most. So, as you move forward, remember this. You are not the person who began this journey. You've grown, you've softened, you've expanded. And while the world around you might not have changed overnight, the way you move through it has. And that changes everything. There's a quiet strength in living your truth, a peace that doesn't need to announce itself. You become a lighthouse, not by forcing your light, but by being it. Others may not understand your calm, your boundaries, your joy, but that's okay. You are not living to be understood. You are living to be aligned. And alignment always ripples outward. The more you live from your heart, the more you invite others to do the same. You become a walking permission slip for authenticity, a reminder that peace is possible. Let this next chapter be one of embodiment, of walking your talk, of choosing presence over perfection, compassion over control, love over fear. Let it be a season of integration where every breath, every action, every choice reflects the person you've become. You might find it helpful to keep a phrase in your heart, something like, I'm living my truth daily, or I return to love again and again, a gentle mantra to bring you back when life feels chaotic. My personal favorite mantra is an affirmation by Koei. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Remember, integration is not about holding on to your growth tightly, afraid it might slip away. It's about trusting that it's already within you. You've planted the seeds, you've tended the soil. Now you let it bloom. And it will, because love always does. Take a deep breath with me now. Feel the expansion in your chest, the quiet hum of your heart. This is your compass. This is your truth. Let it lead you. You've walked the path of transformation. Now you walk as transformation itself. So keep your heart open. Keep your feet grounded. Keep your spirit lifted. And let every day be a living expression of the love, truth, and peace you've discovered within. Your journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. In every breath, every choice, every moment, you return to your heart.